Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to change the oil in these Tacomas. This could work for a Tundra as well as a RAV4, but evidently the cartridge style filter is something people are not accustomed to, and I'm absolutely not, so I figured I'd walk everybody through it. So without further ado and everybody's attention, let me show you the difference in this cartridge style oil filter. Hood prop. Engine oil to use. Couldn't find 0W20, found 5W20. That's what we're going to use. To reiterate, this is the 2016 Toyota Tacoma. The engine in this one is a 2GR-FKS. So the oil filter for the 3.5 2016 Tacoma comes with, there's the oil filter number. Like I've mentioned previously, if you get on Fram's website, they'll tell you every single competitor's parts number for the same filter. I picked up theirs because it was accessible where I purchased a filter, but you can pick up a different one. Inside this kit contains 2 O-rings, as you can see there, and that little doodad. Called a doodad because I'll show you. You could use it. You don't have to use it from what I've read, but we're going to use it. And right there's the actual filter. Yeah, I'm sorry guys. The 3.5 as well as some of the RAV4 and other models, they use a cartridge, which is not great. I did find an adapter, which is still, it's like $200, but you can switch it out where you can just get a regular screw-on filter. If you want to keep your vehicle for a while and you want to invest that in it, and I may, then I would suggest that you hop on over to the internet and find one where you can change that adapter to remove the one you got. There's what you got in your oil filter, and I'll show you how it works. So from staring at the front of this vehicle, it's Tacoma, you go underneath it. There's a skid plate, I've already removed it. As soon as you remove it, there's your oil filter. So here's how this is supposed to work with your oil filter. Sure your drain pan's under here, as mine is now. Take an extension or a ratchet. I have an extension, you can use a ratchet. You want to stick it up in there, and then you want to twist that off. Now, twisting that off, note that that did not sit all the way in there, and it's really not that deep. It was on there really tight, so my assumption has never been taken off. So there it is removed. Now when you get your oil filter, your cartridge oil filter, the doodad piece I'm going to call it, you will thread that right in here just like this. If I can get it lined up. And this step, like I said, you do that, there's basically all it does. All that does is drain the oil that's inside that cartridge out. That's all basically it does. Just drains the oil where the cartridge is. You could probably just take it loose and not need it. A lot of people say if you just take it loose and wait a second, it'll run over, you don't have to worry about it. But this is supposed to be for a cleaner oil style oil change. It's supposed to be for a cleaner oil change. So that's all that does. And then when it stops running, when you twist it and you loosen it up, it'll stop running oil just like that. So it stop, and you take it off. So now our oil, as you can tell, is slowly stopped. Loosen this up. Now to the actual filter. I changed the oil in this specific truck. I had to purchase this. You can buy it from the website. However, I purchased mine through another online retailer. It cost me $24, $26. I'm keeping a truck and changing my own oil. I invested money in the tool. Now, they make a cheaper one of these at the parts store. However, many of the ones I read said that they don't fit very good right here on these grooves right here. Why do I have to buy this one? Why can't I use regular? Well, you could probably use something to get it off with. However, see the grooves that's cut in it? Those are specific to fit on that cartridge housing. This is why you have to purchase this one. Now, I bought, I guess you would say, the best one. I think this is made out of aluminum. And they, from what I read, if something was happening to it, they'll replace it. But nothing should really happen to this. But pretty simple there. It's a tool. Not sponsored by this product, but I do like this product. I would recommend it. As you look up in here, you can see the grooves. See the grooves? 3 on one side and 3 on the other. That's exactly why you need this tool to fit. They have to fit over these grooves right here to take it off. And that's why I bought the tool. That's what's so special about this specific vehicle. Now, if this wasn't threaded on tight, or heck, you might be able to take a plastic one, just cut the grooves in it to where it would fit. But if you use that tool, it'll go right up in there and you'll be able to twist this off. So how do I know that this piece is in the right spot? Well, if you look on one side of this cartridge thing right here, I don't know if you can see it good in the video. These sides right here are all flush. These 3, 1, 2, 3 are flush. This one just has this one right here. These other ones are not flush. So when you look at the tool right here, see the 3 sides? See the one side? If we get that up in here, and it's lined up correctly, it'll go all the way up. You can feel the 3 over here lined up, and you can feel the one right here lined up, and it's on there. That's how you know it's on there. And as you can tell, this thing is way more than hand tight, so you're gonna need to put your wrench on here. Extension on this will probably make this a lot easier, so I would use an extension. So never tighten this thing so tight that you have to use a breaker bar to get it off with to break it loose. I know it's going to see good, but this, in my opinion, should never be that tight. So let's see what's actually in this. Here's the cartridge that we're going to be replacing. Boy, she's in there good. Little wiggle. So basically what I done was able to take both hands, and all I done was just wiggle, twisted this around this, back and forth, while I pulled on the cap, housing, whatever you want to call it, pulled it back that way, just twisted that filter, come out. As you can see, there's no seals in here. Let me explain to you how that thing works. So when you screw that in, this piece right down here in the bottom, that flat piece with it's got a punched hole there in the center. Basically what happens when you screw that piece right here in, all that does is push that up, and that's spring loaded. So basically it just causes oil that's in there to drain out. That's such poor design, Toyota. What a poor design. But either which way, you do that, come look. That's how that works. Our oil filter kit comes with 2 washers, or 2 O-rings. The big O-ring goes on this housing. As you can see, it don't go all the way to the bottom, because there's one above it. And I know that because I left half of it on here so that way I could demonstrate. Right here's where I pulled it off, and right there's where it sits. And that's not all the way flush with the bottom. Don't go down here. Don't go down here where this groove's at on that. It goes in above it. There's a groove all the way around it. That's it. That's where that one goes. question is, where does the other O-ring, the little one, go? The little O-ring goes right there. Yeah. That right there comes off. The little O-ring goes there. In the event that you never take that cap off, unless it's leaking, I'll tell you, you'd never have to change that O-ring. Either which way, the little O-ring goes right there. Good job, Toyota. On this cap, one thing to note, it's wrote right on here, torque 2, shout out to metric units. It's torque to 25 Newton meters. 25 Newton meters torqued should not mean that you got to use a breaker bar to get it off with. Keep that in mind. If you are going to torque it 25 Newton meters, you shouldn't have to use a breaker bar to get it off with. That's how that works. I just wanted to say thanks for watching, considering subscribing, for seeing more projects on this Toyota and other vehicles. And always remember, your rig, your call.